Hare Krishna, my name is Isvara. Today our topics, two questions. What is heaven like? What is hell like? Sometimes people says heaven and hell is right here on earth. There is no heaven beyond this earth. There is no hell beyond this earth. There is no life beyond this earth. Then there's no life beyond this body. So this is a very questionable subject matter when we says that there is no life beyond. Because we see a woman can give birth to what is called a stillborn. A stillborn means a child that have no life. Somehow or the other, there was life all along in the period of that body, but when the time for her to deliver the baby, it appears that there is no more life. So therefore, we can understand, note carefully, you can understand one principle, that the life is the cause of the development of the child within the womb, and it is because of the life within the womb that in the phase of the woman giving birth to that child, it is the life that has to be there. So therefore, you can carefully note that there was life before the body, because this life is what is the cause of the development of the body. This life is the cause of the development of the body from the form of a semen within the mother, that enters into the mother. So this life exists before the body. So since this life exists before the body, so then there must be life after the body. It's not very difficult to understand. This is a principle of understanding. This principle is called logics. You understand things by symptoms. So by using your logics, if life exists before the body, then by it is basic simple understanding, then life must exist after the body. It's not very difficult. It's just that we have to be open-minded. If we're not open-minded, then we are more like animals. We don't have sufficient intelligence. That's the whole point. If you don't have sufficient intelligence, then you cannot be open-minded. It is only what I can see, feel, touch, or hear, and beyond that, it doesn't exist. This is not true. Just like you may have not seen your great-great-great-grandfather, but does that mean he doesn't exist? He exists. And you accept that he exists because your father knows his father. And your father before, and your grandfather knows his father also. So in this way, we have to accept. So based on this principle, we can understand that there is life. So clearing this point, now we accept, we says that heaven and hell is right here on earth. So now, what is our authority to make such a statement? We don't have an authority to make such a statement, so therefore we have to hear from authorities. So now we will say, then who are these authorities? These authorities generally would be just a man just like me. No, they are not a man like you. Just like when the judge in the court, when he is at home, he is just a father. When he is driving on the road in his car, he's just another citizen. But when he's sitting in the court and he's the judge, he's not like an ordinary person. He's the person that is administering the law. He's a different person. So he knows the law, and he knows what is good for you if you break the law. That is, he will know that you deserve to be sent to a prison for 10 years, 20 years, or he will know that you deserve to die. So this is the judge position. So he's not an ordinary man like you when he's sitting in that post. So similarly, the authorities of the scriptures, they're not ordinary persons like me and you, because they has this ability to see present, past, and future, and they are free from the 4 human defects. The defects of making mistakes, the defects of being illusion, the defects of cheating others or being cheated by others. So they are free from these defects. So in this way we have to accept the authorities of the scripture. They are not like us. So the authority is saying from the Vedic scriptures that there are planets within the upper level of this universe that are considered to be heavenly planets, where people live longer duration of life. People don't have to work and earn a livelihood like us. Things are being easily facilitated for, and they live a very pleasurable life. So, longer lifespan, greater body beauty, longer life, greater health, better beauty, better intelligence. Everything is by far better than what we have. So this is the existence in heavenly planet. And the hellish planet also exists. You may not have seen it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Not everyone have seen a prison. Not everyone have seen a cell within the prison, but it exists nevertheless. So similarly, hell exists, although you may have never seen it. And from the Vedic scriptures, it explains that it does exist. And it exists to award punishment to sinful activities we perform. So there are different hellish planets. There are 28 in numbers. And these planets, they award different kinds of punishment based on our sinful activities. And there's an administrator of these planets that is called Yamraj. And he is the Lord of Death. And when the soul leaves the body, he's been taken before this Yamraj in a subtle body. And he is being cast a sentence. Of course, there's not like if you go to court, you can have an appeal lawyer to appeal your case. And maybe if he's a good lawyer, you may win the case and be set free. No, in the court of Yamraj, there is no appeal lawyer. Yamraj is the judge. And because he is the Dharmraj, he is the Lord of religion, he has no cheating propensity. So he would award you just what you deserve. So to the proportion of your sinful activities that you have performed when you have this human body, he would award you sufficient punishment that you deserve. So there are these planets, heavenly planets and hellish planets. You do good, you go to heaven. You live by these scriptures, you do good, you desire to go to the heavenly planet, you go there. You desire to stay on this earthly planet as a spirit soul, then you will obtain a body that is suitable according to your state of consciousness at the time of death, and you can stay on this earthly planet another lifespan until you develop your consciousness. And then the soul also, by living a miserable, sinful life, he will attain a body that is suitable for him to be punished in hell. Some of these punishment, generally, all these punishment, most of these punishment in hell, if you experience these punishment here on this earth, this body you have does not have the durability to undergo these punishment. But when you're in hell, you have a suitable body that you can undergo these punishment for long number of years. This suitable body is conducive. But nevertheless, the punishment is very painful and very horrible. Hare Krishna.